Hi. With its new Droptober launch, Canva introduced some fantastic new animations. So I'm going to go to my screen and show you how to use them. I'm Kim from Be Your Own Graphic Designer and a Canva Canvassador. And I've just pulled up a Be Your Own Graphic Designer background together with one of our images, well, Father Christmas, Santa Claus, depending on which you prefer to call him. And I'm going to animate some of the features here. And you can animate videos and images and animate text in Canva. I'll just go through some of that. I've got Happy Christmas. I'm going to start with that. I put it into a font that I've uploaded, because with the Pro account, you can upload your own fonts. And I like this one because it's particularly Christmassy. And it's called Beyond Wonderland. And if you'd like the Pro account, I will put a link below this video where you can have a free trial for 30 days. And all our graphics are available on the Be Your Own Graphic Designer website. And some of them are available in Canva as well as Pro features. Certainly the Father Christmases, Santa Clauses are. Let me go and then click on this. And what I want to do is then click on Animate on this top bar here. And you can see I've got text animations here. And you can have a typewriter effect, you can have an ascend, shift, a merge, a block, a burst, a dance, a roll, skate. It's actually quite a nice idea for Christmas. Spread, and clarify. And then there are all these that are just general animations. You can flicker your text, pulse it, or rotate it, which I'm not going to do. What I am going to do is just do, I think it was the skate one. We'll have it skating in. Now, one of the things you do need to remember when you're designing it is not to put too many animations on. I'm going to show you several in this video, but I wouldn't recommend it in general in terms of how you actually publish videos. And because I've added that animation, it's immediately now converted to an MP4 format, and there's a video up here, as you can see by the 5 seconds. Now I've animated the text, and you can click on the Father Christmas, and I'm going to animate him. And you can see you can have page animations, or you can have photo. And these are the new 6 animations. And there's a brush, ink, digital, spray paint, sketch, and gradient. I'll go through each of these. And of course, you can create your custom animation still, so I can make you move across the page if I wanted to. But let's look at the brush one. I'm going to remove the text animation because I think it's distracting as I'm showing you the other animations. Go back to Father Christmas. Click on Animate. And the first one is the brush animation. And it brushes across the screen. Then there's the ink one, where he's just filled in as the character comes through. A digital one, where it's built up by pixels. A spray paint effect. A sketch, where it's drawn across. And a gradient effect, where it's coming up in different levels of color to complete the image. You can see these are great. I think what I want to use for him, just run through them again. It's actually the brush one, the first one I think I like best. We click on that. And here you have the options, which are really useful. And you need to pay attention to these. Don't just put the animations on and ignore them. But look at what the details are you can have. You can have it on enter, or you can have it on exit. So you can see it stopped and it's waiting for it to finish. Or you can have it on both. I'm going to have it on enter. And then you can have a style. You can have curve. Let's click that again. The curve was coming through. Wild. Wow, that is wild. And a dip effect. It's dipping in and out. And a swirl, where it builds it up in different swirls and layers. And if you click on any of these ones, they've got their own versions. On ink, you have seep, you have flow, bloom, and splotch. And in digital, you have 3 options: center, You can see the squares building up. Linear and scatter. So different segments of different pixel squares come up on that one. And let's go to spray paint. And here you have just two, which I suppose makes sense. Spray paint, messy, or letters. In Sketch, you have four options of this one: fill, swipe, scratch, and squiggle. And then finally, let's look at the gradient one. And you have three versions of this. You can have circular, blocks, and lines. You can see these are all amazing to use, and I'm just using them on a very simple design, but you can add them to whatever you want to do and see what effects you want. You can also have your add-on effects, which will rotate, flicker, pulse, and wiggle. Again, the wiggle I quite like for Father Christmas, but how many effects do you want to have? Be very careful exactly how many you go for. I hope that helped in introducing you to the new animation effects. You now have a fantastic library of effects that you can choose from, which I hope will help you really bring life to your designs or engagement, which is what the animations do. If you found this video useful, then please do subscribe and hit the notify button, and you'll know when I've next recorded a video. I hope that helps, and I'll see you soon.